If you use any of these sayings to mess with a narcissist's ego, be warned. You can trigger an instant collapse because these sayings are not just exposing, they are savage. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In today's episode, I'll teach you how to mess with a narcissist's ego. Now, your question would be, why would I want to do that? Why do you share something that you know can be dangerous? Well, there are times when you have to take a stand for yourself and against that narcissist, when you have to give it back to them, but in safe situations, because sometimes they take your silence as permission. Sometimes you have to tell them, I see through you, and your petty games are not working for me anymore. If you are not living with them, if you do not depend on them, and if you do not have any children with them, you can use these sayings, but with caution. Number one, you bring so little to the table, it's starting to feel like a picnic on the floor. When you point out that what they bring isn't enough to get off the floor, you are literally shattering their ego into pieces. You are showing them that you are no longer impressed by their smoke and mirrors. See, narcissists love to act like they are offering a full course meal when all they are doing is scattering crumbs, aren't they? They will present their bare minimum as though it is the ultimate sacrifice, expecting endless gratitude in return from you. But when you realize their efforts aren't enough, it shakes them to their core. They are psychotic delusional, aren't they? They want you to believe that their presence alone is a gift, that the mere fact they exist in your life should leave you in awe and surprise. But the moment you call them out on how little they actually contribute, emotionally, mentally, or otherwise, it forces them to confront the truth that they have been missing in action, or worse, they have been half-heartedly involved in the family. Number two, your ego is writing checks your personality cannot cash. A narcissist's ego is their prized possession. They wear it like armor, using it to deflect criticism and project an image of untouchable greatness. But what happens when you say this? You poke a hole in their armor. When you point out that their personality does not live up to the hype they have created, you see the cracks begin to form. This one cuts real deep because it exposes their biggest fear. Can you guess what it is? It's not exposure. It's being ordinary. Narcissists do not want to be seen as average. They need to believe and convince others that they are exceptional, that there is nobody like them. By calling out the disconnect between their inflated ego and their rotten reality, you force them to face the truth they have been running away from. And the best part, they won't know how to respond. Number three, you act like a prize, but honestly, you are the free sample that no one asked for. Another delusion that narcissists live by is they are a rare gem, a coveted treasure. They walk into a room expecting everyone to compete for their attention and bow before them. But the reality is they're offering nothing of value, nothing real. They're the free sample no one asked for, but wrapped up in a shiny packaging to distract from what's inside. When you open it, you are utterly disappointed. Should I say, that's true buyer's remorse. When you call them out like this, it is a direct hit to their inflated sense of self. You prove that they are not the ultimate catch. When you stop treating them like the prize they think they are, they lose absolute control. They thrive on being put on a pedestal. And when that pedestal crumbles, so does their confidence. You're showing them that their glitter is just cheap paint, peeling away to reveal the hollow core underneath. Number four, you are the plot twist in a bad movie, predictable and unnecessary. Narcissists love to believe they're the main character because they have a main character syndrome. They believe they are the myth and the mystery. They see themselves as the unpredictable, dramatic plot twist that turns your world upside down. That's the hero complex. But in reality, they're just predictable, unnecessary, and honestly boring plus exhausting. How many of you will agree if I say they're nothing more than a repetitive pattern? Gaslighting? Check. Love bombing? Check. Playing the victim? Big time. It is the same old boring script that you have seen before, heard about before. By pointing out their predictability, you are robbing them of the control they crave, destroying the mystery they unnecessarily create. They want you to feel off balance, always guessing their next move. They want to experience a thrill. But when you show them that their tactics are not only predictable but immature, a 5-year-old can act and behave in better ways. You prove to them that you're no longer reacting to their drama. You are rising above it. Number 5 and the last one. Being with you feels like downloading a virus. Looked good at first, quite alluring, but now it's just chaos. Just like a virus, they infiltrate every part of your life, corrupting your peace of mind, your confidence, and even your relationships with others. Isolation. Narcissists pride themselves on their ability to present themselves as the perfect partner, polished, exciting, and irresistible. But that is just the lure, the shiny front they use to pull you in. That's how they hook you. Once you let them into your life, the chaos begins. They're merchants of chaos. Their charm quickly unravels into manipulation, drama, and emotional turmoil. The narcissist's initial appeal is their carefully constructed facade designed to make you feel like they are adding something really special to your life. But behind that facade lies nothing but dysfunction, a steady stream of problems disguised as passion or love. Which one of these statements do you think is the most savage? Can put them in their place. Drop your answers in the comments below, and also add, what do you think a person can say to a narcissist to shut them down? With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.